New toy, an all-new Garmin Edge 540. Finally got mine. This local Malaysia unit. It's very new, just launched like a couple months back. Let's do a quick unboxing. Finally. Alright, so unboxing time. Ta-da! Wow, this is the head unit. Check this out. Right, it's the all-new 540 Garmin. So they actually launched two models. I think the 1040 was launched earlier, and the latest one was the 540 along with the 840. Difference is basically the 840 is a touchscreen, whereby this one relies on all the buttons. So there's 1, 2, 3 here, 4, 5, and then 6, 7. Is this a button as well? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 buttons all together. And of course the charging port right now is basically USB type C. Yeah, so I was actually going to buy the 530, right? So what stopped me was it was actually a micro USB. So I was waiting, and finally Garmin did really launch the 540 with USB-C charging. So that what I was waiting for. Comparison between 530 and 540, I think probably slightly bigger screen size, I think. Yeah, but it's my first time owning a I don't know if you call this premium bike com. Let's see what else is in the box. Okay, nothing here. Put this aside. So there's your, what is this? I think probably some mount, handlebar mount, I assume. That's the, yeah. This one basically you can just strap it on the stem, which is good. Yeah, this is the handlebar mount. So I think the rubber, you put it here. Yeah, to fit your handlebar size. It's kind of solid build. Okay, what else? Stickers. Nice. There you go. USB-A to USB-C charging, and of course the manual. Alright, so let's power this up. Okay, English, yes, no touchscreen. See, no touchscreen. So I assume the button should be here. Phone setup. So download and open the Garmin app. I think I should download, right? Okay, be right back.
The next morning.
So after fiddling with this for many minutes, many hours, finally I got a hang of it. So this is the main screen, right? Basically you're able to, like, see some information over here. Just pull it down, or you go all the way up, then you'll be able to see whether, like, you're connected, your GPS is working fine, or if you're connected to your sensors or to your phone, right, and stuff like that. Your battery life. Okay, a lot of information that you'll be able to find over here. All right, now when you want to, like, have a look at how your ride layout is going to be, you got to go press here, go to road, right? So this is how I've chose my layout. So there are a couple of settings that you can actually do, okay, especially on your layout. So just go to layout and data views, and that's where you're able to, you know, find which one do you like. So you can have up to just one information or up to 10. So I've chose the one that I preferred, and in the layout that you choose, you can also customize it to your own preference. For me right now, I just want to see my actual speed, the average speed, yeah, all this stuff, right? My cadence, elevation. Probably I will remove this because this will actually pop up when you're doing your climb, and it's over here, right? So when you're doing your climb, it will show you, okay, what's the total and how much remaining and the gradient. So actually when you do your climb, right, it will actually pop out automatically. So that's one cool feature for this, right? And then of course you are able to see your navigation where you're at, right? So this is basically the right menu. When you're riding, this will pops out. Just press the bottom to start to record. Yeah, and you do that. There. Right, so mine right now is paused because there's no speed, obviously. So you can even set that, right? You want to set like 5 kilometers per hour and the bike comms start recording, right? Or yeah, and below it will, you know, just pause it. Yeah, which is very nice. I like this. Okay, so yeah, so pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And of course in terms of navigation, it's something that you can actually, like, you know, plan out as well. So you can browse courses. So courses is basically you need to set and save it, right? I have my own one right now, which is around my neighborhood. I can create new as well depending where I want. Or if you have like GPX file, basically you can import them and it will be like safe in some locations. I haven't figured that out yet, right? So yeah, this is very straightforward. So in terms of the app, basically the app shows you the overall data, the overall details of your bike comm. Alright, so I'm going to test out the Edge 540 today. Right, so I've paired my cadence sensor as well, and these are my preferred data that I would like to see, and let's see how it goes. So one thing cool, I actually, like, you know, set my regular training route. So the moment I arrive, right, it detects me and straight away the map pops out. And yeah, that's cool, that's cool. Right, so right now it's actually, you know, I'm trying to direct me to exactly to my route, which is cool. And that app where you create your route or your course, it's pretty easy to set up. The information being displayed here are pretty easy to read, easy to understand. And actually there's like a small upcoming hill, so you know, in terms of the graph, it starts to show, like, you know, orange. There's a small climb, upcoming climb right now. So right now it's showing like 5% gradient, 51 meters elevation, and ascent remaining 79 meters is, I don't think it's about 79 meters. So in terms of the you know, all the right information view, right? So that layout, right, can actually choose from how much information or how much data you want to be displayed, right? So what I have now is basically my current speed, and then I have my actual speed, my total ride duration, the timer, And of course I've actually connect my cadence sensor as well, so it's popping up right there, and some elevation. I think I probably should change the elevation to like gradient to be more accurate. So these are the layout that I chose. Right, at the same time, if I do not want such data or such information, I can actually tweak that to my preference, which is pretty cool, right? Because right now I don't have a heart rate sensor, a heart rate monitor. So once I have that, I have to decide which information to go, or should I just add more information? Then it will be pretty crap. Yeah, so in terms of the navigation, right? So when the turn is about to come, and that's when, you know, this guy will start to make a lot of noise. The only thing is, you're not able to change the tone. We are living in 2023, Garmin. Why are you like, you know, using like some very old school tone? Make something cooler, Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is basically to try and see how it's gonna reroute me. Alright, so the course that I set was this road I need to hit straight. So what's gonna happen now is I will be making a turn, and let's see how it reacts, right? So I want to make a turn now, and of course it will be making noise for obvious reasons, right? So now I'm basically off course. Yep, so it mentions off course. I think it's already rerouted. Impressive. So I'm already off course, and it's already, you know, rerouted me. Oh, this is pretty cool, and it's quite fast. The calculation and whatnot, the rerouting. Yeah. I don't think it's even like 3 seconds, and it's telling me to turn left in front, which is correct. Yeah, for obvious, I know this route. I explored this area before. I just want to test the reroute here. See. Okay. So I understand this a little bit much better now. So there's this like total ascent and then ascent remaining, right? So that's actually meant for the whole course. Yeah. So right now I'm like going up another small climb, which is 6% gradient, elevation about 60 meters, and total of that remaining is 36 meters. Yeah, so that's what actually it meant. So once I've done this climb, it will stop, right? It knows when the climb ends. So right now it basically stops at 34 meters, because there's one more climb when I'm gonna head back. Yeah, so I have 34 meters left of climb for the whole course. Yeah. So that's the information that they display, just to get myself prepared, right? Right now, done my climb, relax time. So what's interesting was earlier on tell me like, you know, what's the balance left, right, for this entire course, right? It's only 13 more meters, Melvin. You can do it, and it starts now. That's the climb, the last climb, yeah, which is this. Yeah. Right, and it will straight away bring you to the Climb Pro page. Yeah, very interesting on how it works. I would say it's pretty intelligent as well. Right, so go like this. Elvin, 1 meter to go. Right. Sorry, 79. So 2 meters to go. 69. Yeah, 5% gradient. You can do it. Anyway, it's done. Yeah, so this is the Climb Pro page. So it's down here now. Then yeah, we'll say well done, Melvin. Climb completed. Yeah. So after I've completed my climb, the Edge is synced to my Garmin app. So this is how it looks like, right? Basically, you're able to see the summary of the entire ride. New personal record. Nah, that was my worst one, just because I'm doing recording for this, just to see how the Garmin Edge works, right? And basically, yeah, these are all the routes that I took. A lot of slow, as you can see, right? And yeah, quite straightforward in the app. And of course, I can sync this to Strava as well, and just check out my lousy stats for this. Yeah, so it shows the cadence as well, the elevation. Yeah, if you have all your sensors, and it will just show it up here. Okay, so here's my thoughts, all right, about this Garmin Edge 540. So it's actually a very kind of easy to use, right? But of course, for first timers, there's a lot for you to figure out, fiddle around with this, how it really works, right? Basically, in a nutshell, right? It's kind of smart. There's a lot of information that it will share, especially while you're riding, right? So if you were to go in like in terms of layout, okay, let's start with that. So there are so many layouts that you can actually configure to your preference, and of course the data field as well, right? So there's basically like, you know, loads of them. You can see these are all basically the different kind of layouts. You know, one data information, right, or 10, right, or 9. So that's all up to your preference. For me, I was using this 8, yeah. All right, and yeah, basically, sorry, I was using this 7. So basically, these are the information that I want for now, right? But what I find is basically elevation might not be necessary, because that will usually show up in Climb Pro, right, while you're riding, and you can actually, like, you know, just toggle up or down. Yeah, so you can see like while you're riding, basically there will be data that will come up here, right? So this is basically it will shows you when you're doing the climb, especially what's the gradient, you know, what's the elevation like, right? And if you have this course or the route loaded, it will show you like total how many have completed and how many remains over there, right? And then hit back up, then it will be your navigation, okay? And basically it will shows you where you are and the direction. And surprisingly, the rerouting is actually pretty fast, right? So of course it knows like where it's supposed to turn, you know, sharp corner or what's not. Then I purposely, you know, took another turn which is not according to the course or the route that I've planned, and it will reroute me, you know, back to the actual route, even though it's taking Like suppose I'm supposed to go straight and turn left. Instead, I turn left earlier and then I join back the actual route. So yeah, that's one. The rerouting is pretty impressive. For now, I think it should work like like how it's expected to. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, so before I got my Garmin, I was actually using this C406. I mean, this is a good bike com as well. It covers the basic necessities, right? The kind of data that you want will be like your speed, your speed, your distance, right? Yeah, your cadence, the elevation, the total time. I mean, yeah, you're able to connect some sensors as well. There's speed sensors, cadence sensors, there's even heart rate monitor. Yeah, so just very basic stuff that you want, it will be available here, right? And you can flip around, like monitor your watts as well if you have your power meter or stuff like that. Yeah, you'll be able to pop up here as well. Right, so it's not a bad bike com as well for this Magin or Megan, right? So why I changed over to this, because my right button is actually a little bit loose. Sometimes when I cycle, it will just flip the page. That's because after I had a minor fall during my ride. Right, so it makes this a little bit haywire. Well, basically you can say that's a lame excuse. I just want to try out something new. Alright, yeah, so that's for this Megan. So changing over to this Garmin Edge, right? It's definitely a huge bump up from this. Okay, basically extra features such as navigation especially. So yeah. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. So yeah.